Here we go. Hello, everyone. I am Layla in Victoria, BC. We've got a great full house tonight. We're going to have some great testimonies and hear about how everybody's done in the last couple of weeks. It's been a big sales and big deals going on. So we want to hear more about that. And we have our superstar, Miss Ricia Adair, in the house. And during Black Friday week, she became CEO. So we're very proud of her. Also of Miss CHRISTY Walsh, who became CEO, I think, as well this week. So these two are, kicking butt. We're so proud of you women and such amazing stories from both of you. I can hardly wait to share them with everybody. Risha ranked number 38 in the world. Can you imagine being 38 in the world? This company is humongous. So that's a huge accomplishment. Number 19 in North America and number 5 in Canada. So I don't know. We got Christy in Alberta, Risha in BC, Mexico. So we're in for a great treat tonight. And I will turn it over to Risha.
Thank you, Layla, and welcome everybody. I'm excited to share the information with you tonight and especially to get to our guests so you can hear some amazing stories from everyone. So let's just get our slides on share. Layla, you're going to give me the thumbs up to let me know that you can see the slides.
Yeah, not quite yet. There we go.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
There we
Excellent.
go. Hi,
Yeah.
everybody. Ricia Adair here from Manzanillo, Mexico. Beautiful, beautiful place on the coast. Love, love, love being here. I'm originally a Canadian, but now I live here in Mexico. And I'm going to share with you tonight an amazing story about an amazing company. And I know we've heard so many along the way, but you've never heard anything like Partner Co. Let's get underway, shall we? Our motto with the company is to power health and prosperity around the world. And we're going to hear vary that from our testimonials tonight and from others that you'll see their pictures. This company is absolutely amazing. First, a little about me, if I may. I moved into our dream home, Casa 700 Mangoes. Layla, our co-host, had actually helped me move October 17th, 2 years ago in the pouring rain. And when we got to our dream house, only to find out that we had to put thousands and thousands of dollars into it to get her up and ready. It's a little mini boutique resort. There was all kinds of things that had gone south on it because the property was unattended for about 5 months. And you can't do that in the tropics. You got to keep your air conditioning going. You got to keep your pool pump running. So, anyways, there was one calamity after another. Our lawyer had stolen $23,000 of closing costs. We couldn't get the title to the property. I broke out in shingles. I had a UTI that lasted for 4 months. I became a wreck, a wreck. And no matter how many times I walked that beautiful beach or swam the ocean or climbed the stairs, I got fat. I got very, very heavy. I wasn't liking where I was. I was a bit on the depressed side. I had a lot of anxiety. We all know that stress is an evil monster. So Mike said, you better get a hold of Dr. Tom. Dr. Tom, what could it be? And he said, after 2 days of research, there's no doubt, girl, you have a serious case of FFB. Mike says, Dr. Tom, I studied pre med and I'd never heard of FFB. He says, Mike, your wife is fat, frumpy, and broke. And so it was that day when Joni and Chris, that magic day, April 17th, 2024, that changed my life. I think Joni actually saw a fat picture of me on Facebook or something. And she said, Risha, you got to hear about these drops. You got to know about these drops. And you got to know about the opportunity connected to Partner Co. Well, my first voice said, I really want these drops. Second voice said, you don't have the money. And the third voice inside my head said, just find the money from somewhere. So I don't know to this day, I don't know where I found the money to buy 2 boxes, but that's how I started. And Joni explained to me a very, very simple a system of growth that we basically share on Facebook, the many, many testimonials of so many people that have had amazing results with these products. Thank goodness that I paid my internet bill that month because I was pretty destitute. I had like $60 to my name. I'm telling you, this business changed my life. I posted 3 posts on that day of April 22nd, the first of Kim. We all know Kim Gray, how the drops have basically saved her life. She lost 116 pounds. There was another girl called Michelle that lost 25 pounds. And there you see my post. A silly thing, me just holding up the drops, holding up the box, 59 comments, guys, which resulted in 20 new customers, 6 new brand partners. And since many of those customers have become brand partners with me as well. Excuse me. Then in December, I get an email from the company that tells me, girl, you've qualified for Punta Cana, a beautiful 5-star, gorgeous resort in the Dominican Republic. Wow, pinch me. 8 months ago, I was so broke. And here I am being flown across the world to this gorgeous resort. There's a fabulous picture celebrating with CHRISTY Walsh, who's my guest tonight. We were zip lining, we went swimming, we had parties, partner co looked after the bill for all of us. And do you know what's amazing? There's 178 people at this trip, and half of us were brand new with the company in our first 6-7 months of only being with them. That's amazing for all of us to have this prince and princess treatment, this golden glove treatment when we're brand new with the company. And I went, wow, this is my home. This is where I love to be. And you know, we made so many friends on that trip. And now it's just a big hug fest when we all get together. My personal health was incredible. I no longer suffer from owies in my fingers and toes, and I had plantar fasciitis. That's gone. We're going to hear about MOA in a moment. Thanks to MOA, it helped me with all those achies in my fingers and toes and my heels. And the drops just helped me go from size 18 to size 8. I still can't believe that girl on the left, like, who's that girl and how'd she end up in my computer anyway? That picture on the left was taken in Souk, British Columbia at our going away party when we were leaving Canada. Here I am sporting a size 8. I feel so much better about myself. In the last few months, I'm down 10 dress sizes, 34 pounds. I have no more aches, no more anxiety. I'm filled with joy. I have loads of terrific energy. I've started a running program again. I'm 67 years old, and there I am at sunup running the beach. I feel like $1,000,000. I sleep like a baby. As I mentioned, we have a ton of new friends from this company. In addition to Punta Cana, I've enjoyed 5 other amazing vacations, and now I have multiple savings accounts. My life has changed. That volcano picture was taken. Actually, Layla was on that trip, February, or rather April of 2024. And here I am in November 2025 at that very, very same vantage point. I feel like the younger sister of that fat lady on the left. You know, it's just amazing. I'm so grateful for how healthy I am and for the many people I've introduced to this company and their products and how healthy they've become too. We owe it to these guys, Darren Zobrist, John Wadsworth, 2 entrepreneurs that took a giant leap of faith. They purchased several companies and kept the favorites of the faves. And together we became Partner Co. That was about 2.5 years ago. We all come together. We've blurred the lines of sponsorship, and we are just on road to being the #1 company in the world. Right now, we're happy with the title of #2 as we gain momentum in the industry. We have so much going for us, but first, let us talk to you about the problem, because if you have the solution to a problem and you get there first, you've got a brilliant business model. So first of all, our grandparents did not have what we're looking at today. Do you know that 90% of the diseases that we have today didn't exist 90 years ago? 90% of the foods that we eat today didn't exist 90 years ago. We have systematic poisoning in the foods we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, the stuff we put on our skin. It's a serious situation. And add to that, there's sugar in absolutely everything. Why? Why is that? Maybe it's because they want us addicted to these products and we keep coming back and coming back and coming back. Why do they need to put sugar in salad dressing? Why do they need to put sugar in crackers? Every label you read has sugar or sugar-like substance. It's not even food anymore that they're offering us. It's food-like products. And what this does, it contributes to massive hormonal imbalance, We need our hormones to be in good function to keep us healthy. And if you're not in balance, this is what happens. You start to have those crazy cravings and mood swings, low libido and headaches, night sweats, hot flashes, acne, insomnia, fatigue and tiredness in the afternoon, and weight gain. I had 9 of these when I was first called by Kristen Joni. So for everyone here, even if you're a dropper, I'd like you to think back before you started taking the drops. How many did you have? And guess, I definitely want to hear from you. If you have 1 to 3 of these symptoms, put 3 in the chat. 4 to 7, please put 7 in the chat. 8 to 10, put 10 in the chat. Again, I would have been right at the top. I had easy 9 of these as I was getting started with this. I was in bad shape and I had no idea. I thought it was because I was getting old. I blamed it on getting old, right? Anyone relate to that? Well, we have over 100 products, and I tell you, I love every single one of them. It's impossible if you ask me to choose my favorite 3. I can't do it. They are absolutely amazing, and these are products that you're going to feel. You'll, even with our supplements, you feel something. I've never in my life taken a vitamin that I feel something, but with these products, I do. We have an amazing team of experts, PhDs in biomedical sciences, masters of science in pharmacology and toxicology, PhDs. All of these brilliant scientific minds have come together to be the Partner Co Science team, headed by Dr. Ray Strand, our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Joshua Plant, our Chief Science Officer, Dr. Pina in the bottom right. He's from my neck of the woods, from Mexico. And together they oversee 1,040 quality tests to ensure that the product and the quality that we promise you is exactly what you get. We have over 215 published clinical studies. There's books written about us. We even have a wellness council, which many doctors and wellness professionals sit on. We have an athletic council with many professional athletes, all guiding our owners to making the right decision for us. What got me excited is a global company that I can do business in 50 countries. Imagine that. You go to bed and you posted something that day, somebody from Italy happens to read it and says, hey, can I get these drops in Italy? You sure can. Send them a smart link. They purchase it. The European office fulfills the order. And the next day or the next Friday, you get paid. That's it. It's so transparent. There's no international business licenses involved, no tax numbers involved. You can do business in 50 plus countries. We're very excited because very soon we're opening up the country of India, which is a massive population worldwide. First, a little disclaimer. We don't profess to cure or heal any medical condition. We simply focus on wellness. The results are completely individual, as well as for financial results too. I'm going to share with you some of my favorite products. Number 1 is this breathable skincare mask that is the only one of its kind in the world. It was originally formulated by a team of dermatologists in 2005 to put on problem skin, specifically burns. So when you roll it on, especially if you have problem skin, eczema, adult acne, stretch marks, you have signs of aging, rosacea, surgery scars. I just ripped my arm apart. I don't know what I did, but I banged it really hard. And I put I rolled it on right away, the Sincerity, and it's already like 90% healed. It's amazing. I'm just watching it before my eyes disappear. I had a really bad scar in my leg because I'm testing all these products, right? So I had a really bad scar in my leg from when we were on the boat, I had a boat accident. And within 2 weeks, my scar's gone. And I was blown away. This is an amazing thing. You need one for your medicine cabinet. It's great for insect bites, for sunburn. So Lori, remember, if you get too much sun while you're visiting me in Manzanillo, make sure you have your Sincerity roll-on. It's great for your beauty cabinet as well. Noni is definitely one of my favorites. This is the most efficacious superfruit in the world. When I had just started with Partner Co., I heard Brett West give a seminar about the noni. I was blown away at how many antioxidants and everything else it has inside it, all the goodness inside it that promotes overall health and wellness, that supports your healthy immune system. It boosts your energy and endurance. Imagine going up and down the stairs with joint health and mobility and in and out of the car and the truck and the airplane, right? Without grinding and and grunting, supporting a healthy cardiovascular system. I'm in the land of FOP, guys, fresh off the plane. And these people are coming to us with bronchitis and sniffly noses and sneezes and coughs. And I take my noni every morning. I just feel like it's an army of soldiers that protects me against all those nasty germs and bugs from invading my body. We have a full line of nutritionals as well. In respect of time, I won't go over them. But again, these are nutritionals that you're going to feel. I do want to talk to you about MOA. This is the second product because when I first started, I talked to recently about the achies in my fingers and toes. And he said, you got to get on the MOA. As soon as you get a paycheck from us, you got to get on the MOA. It is 36 superfoods of liquid nutrition. Many of these ingredients come from far exotic destinations, and they come together. And I have realized that it's reduced my pain significantly, my inflammation significantly, and I no longer suffer from the owies and fingers and toes, and my plantar fasciitis is gone. And I'm a silly girl that runs around in flip-flops all day long. This girl here had a surgery that kind of went south on her. In 3-4 days of drinking the MOA, she's back to pretty feet. I think we're going to hear from James about his MOA testimonial as well. Now let's talk about Advantage. Wow. You know, you can lose weight, but still have that bit of a love handle. This is the one for you. It increases your metabolism. Advantage burns calories 10 times more that get leaner faster. It reduces that visceral fat. And the visceral fat is now being called the killer fat because it surrounds your organs, which is a very, very dangerous situation to be in. So you need to get the Advantage. It complements our other weight loss products, and it's just amazing. You'll just watch those love handles burn away. Slenderies is my favorite line as well. Pure Nourish is my breakfast. 18 grams of vegetable protein, pea protein, as a matter of fact, loaded with probiotic, prebiotic. It has so much nutrition in it. If you have clean water and all the food disappeared tomorrow, your Pure Nourish would keep you well nutrified. I happen to love the taste of chocolate. So here in Mexico, it's cocoa. In US and Canada, it's called the Power Boost. I put it in my chocolate. I put it in my coffee. It's amazing. Giving Greens is your green drink. That should be the first thing in the morning to prepare your gut for a healthy gut before you start taking anything else. And that has all the efficacious greens that you can imagine possible. This, okay, I told you I couldn't pick my favorites, but here, this is definitely one of my favorites. We're talking about Renew. It's Fountain of Youth in the box, I've nicknamed it. Renew is the only one of its kind in the world. It has 2 international patents. It helps combat the natural aging process to promote youth and vitality. Who doesn't want to look younger and feel younger? All of us, right? We're all at that age right now. Well, this product will teach your body to open up the pathways to create your own HGH. As we get older, our human growth hormone quickly declines. Why do we need it? Well, it improves your body composition, your bone mineral density, lean body mass, lowers bad cholesterol, better heart health. It is cognitive function as well. And for those of you that wrestle with sleeping, this gives you such a deep, deep REM sleep. It helps lower cortisol levels, so it marries up so well with our drops. Recently introduced at our PXP convention in Dallas is this fabulous product. It's in my water bottle every day. I mix it with the Elite. For the brand partners on the call, these two coming together is a great mix. Elite is for my brain, and Max 2Os keep me hydrated. This one replenishes electrolytes to restore balance. It also supports healthy muscle and nerve function, and it tastes amazing like mango. It's so good. So that encourages us to drink more water because we all know water is critically important to a healthy weight loss program and any kind of program to flush the toxins out of your body, right? So now we have Everglow. If you love Everglow, I want you to put I love Everglow in the chat. This is a marine collagen powder that you mix with water. It's made from all specific types of fish. And guess what? It tastes like fresh peaches off the tree. What a science team that can make that happen. Make fish taste like peach, right? It's amazing. We're already seeing people's testimonials roll in. from how they had wrinkles, how they looked aged, how they had sunspots. And this product seems to just make such a great change. We know that aging is caused by age, or signs of aging is caused by age and UV damage. Everglow rebuilds that youth. Love it. We got a sad situation. Mexico, Canada, and US, we are the 3 highest in the world for overweightness and obesity. And along with that comes many different kinds of anxiety, stress, and disease. We need help. Remember we talked about sugar? Well, there was a plan to get us addicted to sugar, and we need help. We need help to get off the sugar, and it's called Slendery's Day and Night Drops. Now, I am here in Mexico, so I've been enjoying the Mexican drops for a year and a half. We have many Canadians on the call that are enjoying the day and night drops. And we have several of our American cousins on the call that are enjoying Slendery's Accelerate. Because of government and different health body differences, all 3 formulas are completely different. All sets of ingredients are completely different. And yet the end results for all of these 3 different countries are all the same. I have experienced 34-pound weight loss. You're going to hear from Christy that's experienced a great weight loss as well. And then we always have American cousins doing presentations and testimonials for us, and they've lost. We're all winning together. Love it. So you will drop twice the weight as diet alone, created by doctors, backed by science. It's all natural, safe, and effective, stimulant and hormone free. Very important to know this. And what can the drops help you? By balancing your hormones, rapid, healthy weight loss, control your appetite, stop those sugar cravings. You won't want sugar. Helps with migraines, better sleep, improve libido. How about more energy, improve digestion, control your mood swings, lift that brain fog and have some clarity in your memory, improve your immune system. There's so many great testimonials that I hear about these drops. I want to celebrate with you. Today is my 596th day without sugar. And here, if you came to my house in March of 2024, you would have found 4 pies and 6 kinds of ice cream, because I would have given you dessert twice in that day. Not anymore, but I want to share this experience with you. This was about 4 months ago when Mike and I, my husband, went to the state of Guerrero on a holiday, and we went to a park called 1,000 Waterfalls. And no, I didn't count them, girls, but I'm sure there were. Now you can see the mother waterfalls way up in the picture on the top left. We had first walked all the trails downriver, and Freddie said, now we're going to walk upriver. We're going to walk up the waterfalls to get to the mother of the waterfall. We must have climbed, oh my gosh, 15 waterfalls in the heavy river, in the heavy rain. You know, it was rainy season, so the river was running deep. I was scared. I was so scared. But I climbed the first one was about 14 feet high. I felt such an adrenaline rush. And I said, okay, I can do the next one. I can do the next one. And I got to the mother there, and I went, wow, this is one of the most adventurous adrenaline experiences of my life. What I want to drive home to you, if I was that girl size 18 a year and a half ago, I would not have chosen this vacation. I would not have had that experience. And I certainly wouldn't ever consider climbing up a waterfall. So what we do is we're giving people's lives back. We're feeling younger. We're acting younger. We have that higher energy. We feel stronger. And we're doing things that we did like when we were kids. It's just amazing how our lives have been changing. And I just am so grateful for these drops and that experience. Oh my God. So we have sold well over 1 million bottles in the last 14 years. And to get the best results, we encourage you to participate in the Improved Food List. Even if you participated 80% of the time, you're still a win. The drops are going to help you say no to the heavy, rich carbs. They're going to help you say no to the sugars. And you know, we don't go hungry. The group in Parksville prepared this beautiful buffet for us. There's everything on this table is on plan. So we certainly don't go hungry at all. This is not a fad or a diet. It's a lifestyle. Get your exercise in, drink your water, and watch your body transform in 28 days. The fat just seems to melt off. Let's share with you some pictures. Oh my goodness, there's one story after another. We have, yes, guys, you have hormones too. Dr. Crystal lost a whole person, and that was several years ago. She looks like that lady on the right, as I just saw her recently. We have Julie Park. She was very, very sick. She's now feeling a lot better with the drops. Superstar with our company. Tammy Frankfurt. The girl on the left doesn't look like she should lose any weight. But look at the difference. She went backwards by about 12 years. Tammy's just celebrated her 59th birthday. She looks amazing. She's a runner, she's an athlete, she's a businesswoman, and she's ranking fast with our company. Everyone needs these drops to get back into balance. Wendy's on the call with us. She started the drops in August, and in just 3 short months, she went from 175 all the way down to 149. Chris Bailey had the Lyme disease, had a heck of a time finding any kind of medical help. He was able to get so much better with the drops. Again, we don't profess to heal or cure, but it just seems to happen that people are getting well. Selena Kirby, her A1C numbers went way down. Her doctor took her off her diabetes medicine. Her high blood pressure went way down as well and settled down. So her doctor took her off that too. So, people are just feeling so much better. Chad had 12 medications that he no longer is on. And between the two of them, Anne and Chad have lost 125 pounds. Jerry not only has lost 12 pounds, but he no longer suffers from acid reflux and no more trembles. Sherry out of Nanaimo, she's down as well and feeling so much better. Colleen went through this transition in just 8 months. And it's not only about weight loss, it's about getting everything back into balance and having healthy toes again. Cheryl out of Comox, Barbara, one story after another. Tiger, Charlene, no more night sweats, no more hot flashes. Her husband's down 65 pounds. My friend Jane couldn't get off the couch. She couldn't even clasp her hands because of the inflammation. Now she's out kayaking and down 54 pounds. Win, Nancy, my own husband, no more acid reflux, no more shakes. He takes 6 cups of coffee a day and no longer 18 teaspoons in that coffee. My friend Cheryl, again, huge, huge, huge transition. We just had a testimony the other day. You have to listen to that testimonial. And by the way, someone was asking, this is done at youtube.com/@Ricia Adair. You'll be able to see all of our different videos and definitely watch the video last week from Cheryl. Let's move on to our testimonials. It gives me great pleasure to bring up Robin. Robin is a dear friend of mine, very successful. She has a load of kids. She's in a full-time job, I believe, in the dentist industry, and she's had an amazing story with the drops. Robin, I'm so excited that you're on the call with us tonight. Please share your story.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. You look fantastic as usual, Risha. Like, oh my
You look
gosh.
great too. You look great. We all look
Thank
so
you.
much younger.
I know. We look like we're 10 years younger.
I
So
know. So
I
how
am a
did you
single
get to
mom.
know about the drops?
So I'm a single mom. I have 3 kids, like you said, load of kids, and I am in the travel dental industry, which is really crazy. I'm a dental assistant and have been almost 30 years. And I over the years had gotten, like what you said, fat, frumpy, and broke.
Yeah.
And so I had gained quite a bit of weight, as you've seen in my before pictures. And my friends kept, actually, Chris and Joni had messaged me quite a few times asking me to check out these skinny drops, is what they were calling them at the time. And I was not interested. I had tried all these diet fads before, which is what I thought it was. And I just kept saying no, no, no. And then my other friend, Brandy, she had messaged me saying, I'm going to try these skinny drops. And I said, okay, great. You be my guinea pig. Go ahead and try and let me know how that goes for you. So she actually suffers from an autoimmune disease, and her joints, her hands and her feet would go triple in size, and she was on really heavy medications. And so what she had noticed was that her inflammation was going down, her pain was going down, and she was reducing her medication and was fitting into clothes. So then all of a sudden the FOMO in me comes out, and I'm like, okay, I will try a box, but I'm not telling anybody, and I'm definitely not going to sell them. Well, I'm now vice president of the company. So I'm like,
Wow.
okay, obviously this
Congratulations.
stuff works. Yes, thank you. So it's been a life changer for me. It was really quite funny. My 14-year-old son the other day said to me, Mom, I couldn't even put my arms around you fully. And now he's like, stand up, let me hug you and see if I can wrap my arms around you. And he was able to like literally wrap them around almost twice. And it was so
Wow.
cute. So yeah, it's been pretty exciting. I also was an insomniac. I had not been able to sleep through the night since I had children over almost 16 years ago. And I sleep like a baby now, which then, of course, gives you so much energy,
Congratulations.
right? So, lost weight, I feel great. I'm 46 years old, feeling like I'm in my late 20s again. And just, yeah, I'm so excited. And I've now been able to grow a business here, which I didn't expect to do, but it just happens naturally because when you feel great and you're looking great and you're the walking testimony of your product, people naturally ask what it is that you're doing, right? And so, it's crazy. Just from posting this simple system, people were reaching out to me and people I hadn't even talked to in over 20 years. So super exciting. I'm now jumped on this bandwagon of these body balancing drops and it's a game changer. So yeah, thank you.
Congratulations, Robin. And you're right. You don't look like you're in your 40s. You look like you're in your 20s. So
Thank you.
congratulations. You look amazing. You're feeling so much better. Thank you so much for participating on our call today. What a great testimonial.
Thank you.
Wow, look at the difference with Robin. My goodness. Hey, we all look like we're the sister of the fat girl on the left. It's amazing. Now we've got an amazing testimonial coming up from James Scott. And rather than tell you too much about James, I'm going to let him tell you himself. It's a pretty heart-throbbing testimonial. James, come on forward. I want to hear from you tonight.
Hi, Ricia.
Hey, so good to see you, James.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes, it has been. I like the goatee. I like the new look. Very nice.
Been a distinguished day. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
distinguished. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
So, James, let's hear back. You had heard about the drops from a post, did you not?
No, I didn't. Actually, I heard from Cheryl.
Okay.
Yeah, Cheryl called me. She knew me when I was 290 pounds and struggling. So I guess she thought about that. She got a hold of me. And yeah, she told me about these jobs. And I was kind of hesitant because, I've been fat all my life and I tried everything to try and get skinny. And yeah, nothing worked for more than 2 days. But back to the donuts. Yeah, so I got on the drops almost a year ago now. So I lost 70 pounds in 3 months.
Congratulations.
I've maintained that weight. But the biggest thing for me is I've got Parkinson's, and I suffer with Parkinson's dystonia, which is a rare form of Parkinson's. I've had it since I was 21 years old, and I had like major shakes. I couldn't keep my head steady, couldn't keep my hands steady. Um, and I was in massive pain. Like dystonia pulls on all the muscles in your head and your neck, and it pulls your head down. So just constant pulling and pain. And that combined with, depression and weight and everything brought me to literally to the edge of a cliff in Parksville. And I stood at the edge of that cliff and I was going to jump. That was it. I was up there to jump and I looked over to the side and somebody had written in chalk. And if you know BC, it rains here all the time. So I don't know how that managed to stay there, but it was there and it said, "Don't jump." So I backed away from that cliff and I went down on my knees and I prayed to God for an answer, for something to help me. And sorry, that's a really hard story. I went up there the other day actually, so it was pleasant. It was nice up there, and yeah. So yeah, I suffered from severe depression. From my mood. I was a terrible person before the drops. I would treat my family horribly. I would criticize everything my wife did and everything my children did, and I just abused them verbally, and I'll never be able to make up for that. You know? So I'm trying. My wife had cancer in the last year, so I've been looking after her. She's getting better. She's good. She's on
I'm
the
so
drops.
glad to hear
She's
that.
on the drops.
Wow.
So and the doctor said he's never seen a scar heal so fast. So she's got like a 20-inch scar, and yeah. So
Wow.
yeah, I suffered from migraines. I suffered from chronic sinusitis. I suffered from night sweats. Um, everything. Well, I have this thing of this pills, that I took, and I don't
Wow.
take any of them anymore.
Are you serious, James? That
And
whole bucket of pills you're not
that whole
taking anymore?
there was more actually. There was more.
Wow.
You know, I mean, I was taking them for pain and for inflammation and for everything the doctors could think of to throw at me. I took them for that, and yeah. So, and then just to top it off, my life's been just a roller coaster. I love it. Just to top it off, 17 years ago, I fell off a ladder and I broke totally destroyed my heel and my foot. I don't know if you can see this. This is the inside of my foot. Where is
Okay.
it?
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what's inside my foot, hardware. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of hardware in there. And I wore a brace, this brace, for 17 years.
Uh-huh.
This totally
Wow.
rigid brace for 17 years. And I walked with one of these, which I've got 6 of them if anybody wants one. You know, um, and I also have a scooter parked outside. You can have one of those too. I don't use it anymore. Yeah, I was in so much pain, from the dystonia, from the leg injury, and the drops. The drops just like within weeks, my dystonia, my Parkinson's was gone, about 99%. My pain was reduced by I don't know how much, and that's where you said, that I was going to talk about MOA. MOA
Yes.
is just unbelievable. I cannot live without this. I would like to buy the MOA tree and plant it in my yard because this stuff is just amazing. I take this, and I'll tell you another little story about it. I take it twice a day for pain, and if I don't take it, I know it. Within half an hour, I know it. I can't walk 20 feet when I'm not in pain. So I take the MOA. I take the noni. Noni, another one. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Can't keep enough. But yeah, I am, yeah, I'm in pain if I don't take them. And they are just the best products I've ever taken. And another thing is I got aura migraines. So I got an aura migraines where everything would just go all blurry and everything. My vision would get all messed up and like there'd be half a face here and half there. And I went in the house the other day and I was stressed because of my wife, and I started to get a migraine for the first time in a year. And I grabbed 2 packages of MOA and I slammed those 2 packages of MOA. My migraine disappeared within like 2 seconds. It was gone. From the time it hit my stomach, it was like going away. And it was gone. So yeah,
Amazing.
just yeah. So I mean, I've got so many things here. I gotta say, this is. Just gotta show you something here. This was my favorite shirt a year ago. This is okay. Oh, where we go?
Oh, no, we
This
lost you
is
with your backdrop
green
on.
screen.
It's kind of hard to see you with the backdrop. We're not getting the effect, James.
There we go.
Yeah,
Ah,
we can't. No, we
well,
can't quite see you.
it's huge.
I'm getting
Anyway,
the picture though that that's a big shirt.
the shirt is like a double XL. It's like twice the size of me. My wife and I can both fit into it. So,
Wow.
and
Wow.
yeah, she's lost 24 pounds too as well. She lost that before she got the cancer, but yeah, she's yeah, and it had nothing to do with the cancer. It had everything to do with the drops. So
Right. Right.
yeah, I
James,
can't say enough about this company. I can't say enough about the products. I can't, I'm a product of the product. And it literally saved my life.
yeah, yeah.
Because I would have taken that dive. I didn't want to live. I did not. And now I don't want to go anywhere. You're not getting
Well,
rid
every
of me.
time you see that girl, Cheryl, you give her a giant hug.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, James. Again, such a beautiful testimonial, and I'm so glad to hear that your wife is doing
Thanks for
better
having
as
me
well.
on.
Congratulations on your wellness.
Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna have to get a new picture from James.
Yeah.
So, so there we are with James again too. Oh, my slides are jumping so fast. So let's set a decision. Set yourself up for victory, right? It just means saying yes, just like Robin did, just like James did. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. How do you get the drops? Well, we love our retail customers. You can choose to buy retail, but you will pay highest dollar. Most of us do want to get a deal. And in 3-4 days, someone's going to say, like Robin said, what are you doing? You look great. You look different. So for $29.95 US, $37.95 Canadian, you can get yourself a one-time lifetime membership. You can get all the tools, everything you need, because you will be telling people about this. It's just too good to stay quiet. I want to get a little serious here. There's so many times that we were Pollyannas and we believe that the life is going great, everything is great, and so on. But all of a sudden, how would you manage if you were dependent on your fingers, your wrist, your thumb, your elbow, your shoulders to make your living, and something happened? How would you manage? Last summer was terrific, badly terrific for fires, evacuations all across Canada, all across so many places in the United States as well. How would you manage if you were evacuated, or worse yet, that your home burnt down? How would you manage if your child, your grandchild, your elder parents were sick and needed you for 6 weeks, 6 months? How would you manage if the road closed and you lost access to your business, or the place where you worked, you couldn't get in? Or now that AI is happening at such a rapid speed, how would you manage if the robot took over your job? Are you ready? Or how would you manage if the person that you love went to Jesus all too quickly? Factor in grieving and time for yourself to heal. You certainly don't want that financial distress, but would you be ready? How would you manage? Having a plan B is no longer a nicety. It's a necessity, guys. It's really important to prepare now. A very famous lady, with the help of AI, Ricia Adair, said this: identify what the market needs, take ownership of it, and move faster than anyone else. And that's what we have. We have the most amazing products. We open the door with the drops. The other products follow. And before you know it, you've got people like James and Robin, you're going to hear from Christy, that have changed their lives because of these products. Let's talk about turning drops into profits. First of all, by being a brand partner, you're going to get 30% off your own purchases. So that also offers you 30% in retail profits, should you choose to share it with others. In the United States, we have a 4-pack for $371. Keep one for yourself, sell the other 3, make a profit of $222. In Canada, same thing. We have a 4-pack, offer 3 to friends and family, keep one for yourself. You get your product for free and make profit of over $200 in addition to that. And now we have platforms out there that make it so easy to turn social media into profit. There's an international market waiting just for you. Again, our system is copy and paste, plug and place, just like Robin talked about. It's so easy. I posted this picture of Rick and Crystal together. They lost 210 pounds. You can imagine the comments that came in. So your ideal goal is to promote 30 boxes over 30 days, because we'd like to help you get to top pay ultimate position. This is the position that the company will pay you top dollar for the rest of your career with Partner Co. The profits from 30 boxes is roughly $2,100 in Canada, $2,700 in the US. And I'd like for the brand partners who got to Ultimate in their first 30 days to put that in the chat. Put, I got to Ultimate. So for the guests, you can see how many people actually were able to achieve this great goal. So first thing is activate your position with 200 points so you're eligible to receive commissions. So just to remind you, a 4-pack in either country is indeed 200 to activate your order. And why not throw in Renew? It is just the best product to marry up with the drops, lower cortisol levels, lose weight twice as fast, and enjoy that good night's rest. We have several packages available to you as well. The person who invited you on the line can explain the packages. Whenever we put out a power pack, there's always free product. So we have for every different budget. In Canada, we have several different packages. In the United States, we also have several that I'll share with you in a moment. I do highly recommend, if it works in your budget, that you can actually buy a business for $3,570. But more importantly, you recover your $3,570 and you profit over and above $2,540 by participating in the system of growth and selling the 30 boxes or the 29 boxes, because one is for you, right? That gets you the top pay, that gets you to ultimate. It got the monkey off your back. And this way your drops are free. You made a nice, handsome profit. Heck, I can't even build a website for $3,570 for my resort. So it's amazing to have that inventory and be able to move it forward. United States, we have several packs as well too. You get good value, different price points to fit into most anybody's margin. And the bigger you buy, the bigger the profits you get. In the United States, a 10-pack is $88, but I'm going to encourage you to consider the 30-pack, which your unit cost brings it down to $77. So you're looking at a 30-pack in the US of profits of $2,710. So you've got yourself some substantial earning power here. We were named the #1 most lucrative compensation plan in the industry. We're paid several different ways. You're going to want to maintain your brand partner position by selling or buying 100 points of product. James mentioned a few of the products that we enjoy. So did Robin, so do I. So why not experience our different products and stay qualified for commissions? Again, you're going to get 30% off. You're also going to get a new volume bonus. It's another way we get paid. An example here is Mary, who said, you know, I don't want to be a customer on a retail level, but I'd love to be your brand partner. So she buys 1,000 points of product. If you were activated with the 4-pack, you would make 15%, which is $150. But if you were at the ultimate position, whether you purchased your way in with an ultimate pack or you earned your way up in 4 weeks, you would make twice the amount of commission on that very same transaction. And again, to remind you, to achieve ultimate once and keep top pay status for a lifetime. So you never lose that status. That's what we all want to achieve for and strive for, so we can make the top dollar. The ultimate and the gold also unleashes more, that maximizes the compensation plan for you. So again, your best option in Canada, 3 times 10 packs or 30-pack in the US, that is the top pay best choice. And right now we're going into New Year's resolutions. People are saying they want to lose weight in the new year. You are there with our system of growth and empower them with a program that can work and help them achieve their goals, and you can make profits at the same time. It's a win-win. We also get paid base commissions. So you're going to earn 15% on all your lines, Mary being your first line, Henry might be the second, and Eric might be the third. So you're going to get paid 15% commission on all your lines combined, except for the largest one. We do get paid every Friday, and these base commissions can seriously add up as more and more activity in your team start to happen. In addition to that, you get 15% put aside into a savings bonus, and it's tracking onwards to $10,000. In the back office is a little wheel that shows the movement and your progress towards your 10,000. Do you know, at our Orlando convention in 2024, there were 10 families on the stage celebrating their 10K bonus. This year, there were 28 families. 28 families. Oh my God. Our guest speaker tonight, Christy Walsh, was one of those families on stage celebrating her 10K bonus. I was as well, and I am going to Africa. That's right. I just paid my deposit on my safari. I am leaving very, very soon. So I want to ask you this, Canadians in the crowd, you would get a deposit close to $14,000 For, of course, our American friends, you would get a 10,000 USD. Where would you go if that kind of money landed in your deposit, in your bank? So I'd like to see in the chat right now what you would do with your 10K. There's our beautiful Canada sweetheart, Christy Walsh. Look at her there with her 10,000 bonus. And this is an old slide because she's now number 3 in Canada, but she is beautiful. We post together with our pictures. You also get the power of matching bonus. I have seen some matching bonus checks that are equivalent to people's mortgage payments. This is another very powerful reason why you need to get to Ultimate and unlock that gold status. We also get paid in lifestyle rewards for everything we do in our business. We have our monthly subscription. We sign up customers, sponsor new brand partners, accelerate our business and break last month's record, whatever it may be. You can cash those rewards in for trips. The group went to Tahiti in 2024. Another group went to Bahamas in July. Then Punta Cana in 2025. Oh my God, it was so much fun. Another group went to Bali, and coming up, drum roll please, we're going to Maui. Everybody on this call can certainly get their patooties ready and get on the way to Maui. Oh my God, it's going to be such an amazing, amazing trip. Now I'd like to bring up our special guest, Christy Walsh. She is now CEO that's climbed several ranks up the ladder. She's number 1 in Alberta, number 3 in Canada, 14 in North America, and 26th in the entire world. Oh my God, I'm just blown away by this young lady's success. She has the most amazing story. We're going to hear about it together. Christy Walsh, hi, my sister. My sister from another mother, right?
We totally are sisters from another mister. I swear, like, we hit our savings bonus the same Friday. We hit CEO the same day. It's just absolutely like I feel we're soul sisters, and it's
We
so
are, and
much
we went to
fun.
Punta Cana together, and we're going to go to
Yeah,
Maui. We're going to go to Utah together.
I know. It's crazy how much our lives have changed in such a short
I
period of
know.
time.
So, who was Christy Walsh 2 years ago?
Oh boy. You know, it seems like it was such a lifetime ago. And sometimes it's even hard to, talk about because I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's and hypothyroidism at 11 years old. And so my whole life has been a struggle with that achy body, like the widespread pain, the ADHD, the insomnia, the foggy brain, like exhaustion, feeling cold, weight gain, like my whole life. That was just my daily life growing up. And as I got older, I got diagnosed with osteoarthritis and then really bad, like grade 4 degenerative disc disease in my neck. And yeah, I'm a single mom. Both of my teens are on the spectrum. And I've always had to be really creative with how I made my money because I never knew if they would um, go to school or run away from school or have appointments or specialists or anything like that. And being a single mom, I was the only person that they relied on. And so I was working cleaning toilets and houses. That's what I was doing. When the kids were little, I ran a day home, but as they got older, we didn't want the little kids in the house. And so I don't even know how I pushed through days cleaning houses in that much pain and feeling so terrible. And, I'd go to the doctor and they'd say, oh, your labs are within normal range. And I'd be like, well, what is the problem? And they would load me up with the antidepressants, anti-anxieties, the pain pills, the sleeping pills. And it never solved the problem. And then in the fall of 2023, I went to the doctor and I said, like, I got to lose this weight. I had just ballooned up. I know I was well over the 174 that I say that I was. I just never jumped on that scale again. And so we were tracking my foods, we were doing all that, right? And I'd do the check-in and the scale would increase. Do the check-in, and they're like, I don't know what else we can do except for offer you the shot. And I didn't want to do that shot because I had a girlfriend that lost weight, but she got really sick and I was already super sick. And so like I couldn't, my kids relied on me. And, to get sicker just to lose weight, it just didn't make sense for me. And so I thought that's what it was. And then I was scrolling on Facebook a few months later. It was the end of February 2024, and Joni was posting some before and afters of people losing weight, all natural drops. They called them the skinny drops, just like Robin said. And I reached out and I just said, like, what are these? And she said, oh, they're guaranteed. Like, they have a 30-day money back guarantee. They're all natural. I just started selling them. Joni and I had been in a business years previous before. Like I said, I've always had to be creative with my income. I never used to make much money off of it. But so I trusted her because I knew her. And I got a box of drops as a customer. And then I watched her post for a couple more days and I was like, okay, she's got another business. I really have to reach back out. And so I enrolled as a brand partner because it worked for me, right? I bought a box. And so I thought, okay, let's do this. And then I started looking at all the posts in the system of growth and I thought, oh no, what is all my friends and family going to think about me when I fire up all these posts? They'd always supported me in any business thing that I tried. So I was really worried that they would be like, "Oh, do we have to buy this next thing?" And but it was all in my head. I had to get out of my own way. And then finally I scheduled out 2 weeks worth of posts. And within 12 days of posting, I sold 30 boxes of drops. Actually, 31
Fantastic.
because
Wow.
I even sold the box of drops I was supposed to get started on. And I pocketed about 2,400 Canadian, and that blew my mind because I was cleaning houses making $3,000 a month for hard labor. And here people were coming to me, looking at the posts and asking for info. And I was quickly following up with them using our text scripts. It was just this well-oiled machine and it was working. And then I thought I better save a box and get started on them. That was the whole point. So, the first 4 nights, my night sweats were gone. By the end of the first month, down 18 pounds. But I quickly realized that the pain in my neck and back was nearly gone. I wasn't reaching for all my pain pills. I started sleeping through the night. By the time my after picture was taken, I was down 40 pounds. I was off my sleeping pills. I was off my antidepressants. My doctor lowered my thyroid meds. And that after picture was taken in Orlando. I had been able to afford to fly my children, my boyfriend, my ex-husband, his mom, all to Orlando. We were walking
Wow.
around all the theme parks. I wasn't in pain. Like I walked around all day long. I wasn't even wearing my knee brace. And I didn't have to slather my body from head to toe with Voltaren. Like I was fine. And I thought, what life is this?
Wow.
And it was at that month that I hit my first $10,000 month in the business because I
Fantastic.
started adding new friends on Facebook. They were following up, but my team was just growing. It was just happening. And I've maintained that level of income since September of 2024. So like I just feel like I'm a millionaire already. To some people, maybe $10,000 a month is just average income. But when you go from raising your kids on $3,000 a month to having $10,000 coming in, feeling good, like my kids started to notice I was feeling better and they were modeling my behavior. I became the mom I always wanted to be. I wasn't frazzled. I wasn't crying. My kids were responding. It's changed their lives. Like my daughter's been up on stage speaking for Partner Co. She travels around with me. She helps me with the slides. She gives the testimonials about the lifestyle credits. Like it's also changing their lives. And like if you would have told me 2 years ago, December, that in 2 years, you would be making, a six-figure income. You'd be traveling the world. You'd be feeling good. You'd be sleeping good. You'd be the mom you've always wanted to be. You'd be meeting friends. Like I have so many friends in this industry and doing all these things. I would have said, okay, like what alternate timeline did we just catapult to? Because that is not my life. I'm in pain. I'm fat. I feel crappy. I clean toilets. Like, so we have something really special here.
We
Yeah.
do.
We have the ability to give people back their dreams,
Yeah.
their futures. I mean, like 2 years ago, December, I was redoing my will because I didn't know if I was going to make it 5 or 10 more years the way I was feeling. You know what I mean? And and then I needed someone, I needed to put down who was going to take care of my kids. And now I don't even think of that. I think I'm going to live to be over 100 the way I feel. And you hear that over and over. And when James was talking, my dad has Parkinson's too. I got him on all the products. I have my dad back. He's witty. He's traveling with me. He's playing card games and winning. His shakes have, almost subsided. Like so many things have changed in my family's life. It's just completely unbelievable.
It is a godsend, that's for sure. It's a divine intervention, and we are just so grateful. And Chrissy, I'm just ever so proud of you. You're like my kid sister, and I'm just so proud of you. I celebrate
I
every
know.
and I was cheering you on to get CEO. And so just briefly, you've got a couple of trips
Yeah.
from Partner Co coming up. You've got the International Leaders Summit in Park City, Utah. That's
Yeah,
coming.
can we believe that we're going there to meet with all the
Wow.
world leaders and
Yes.
to strategize and learn with the best of the best, the top of the top? It's just
Yeah.
such a blessing. I wrote my goal down. I wanted to get to CEO. It was a slow fall. Things are it slowed down. We felt it everywhere. So I was like, oh, am I going to make it? But it took my team, it took my leaders on my legs to rise to the occasion and work their teams. So I knew,
Yes.
okay, that's going to optimize, that leg's going to optimize, this leg's going to optimize. And then I was scrambling for another leg because it's like, okay, now I got to work over here with new people. And it happened. I can't believe it. I made in 1 week what I would have had to work 2.5 to 3 months, you
I
know.
know, it's crazy. What a crazy paycheck.
I
Yeah.
know. And that matching bonus,
Yes.
like that's half the paycheck. You know what I mean? Because that's the beauty of we want our leaders and our team members to do well, and we help them and we empower them. And in helping our team, they level up, then we level up, and everyone just wins. It's
Exactly.
unbelievable.
Yeah, you've got to get to ultimate. You've got to enjoy that matching check. It's really
And then
something
we get
else.
to go to Maui, right, Risha?
We're going to Maui, girl.
I
We're going
can't
to
believe it.
Maui. Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah. And same with me. I was so broke, right?
Yeah.
From being broke, I didn't have $60 to my name, and life changed. So if you were looking, if you're to talking to somebody that's considering getting started, what would your words be to that person?
What's stopping you? Like, I would just say, like, what is holding you back? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. These drops work if you get them in your body because your cravings of sugar will go away. And the system of growth works. I am proof. I didn't come with a team, I came with me. And all of a sudden, I have 2,000 people on my team.
Yeah.
And so that's just the proof that our system of growth, our plug and play system works. You don't need to be a big network marketer. We just need to start.
Yeah.
And you only fail in this industry if you quit. And so like I would just say like link arms with us and let's do it because our system works and our products work. There's no excuses that we can't cover. And if people can take excuses, everyone's going to have excuses, right? I'm
Yeah.
too busy. Well, then you need time freedom. Oh, well, I've got, too many bills. I can't afford it. Well, then you need a business, right? We have everything. It just hits the nail on the head for everyone. So I believe everyone needs the drops and our wonderful products, and everyone needs this business. And there's
That's
enough
right.
prosperity to go around.
Yeah, for sure. Christy Walsh, I just love you to bits. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in January. I want to wish you the best of the happy holidays. Thank
You
you
too,
for being
Ricia.
my guest on our call tonight. So, so
Thank you.
grateful.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to see you in the new year.
I know. Lots of love for Christy Walsh, please, guys. There you go. Everyone loves Canada's sweetheart. So, folks, tomorrow, when you go to work, when you go to that Christmas party on the weekend, everybody there, everybody, unless you're going to a kindergarten class, everybody there has these very same symptoms. Everybody does. We need to reach out and help others. It's our job to be able to change people's lives. Who on your list this year could benefit from the drops? Give the gift of help this Christmas. I mean, talk to people, write your list. It just works. It just makes sense. We have over 100 products in multi-billion-dollar industries. We have surpassed so many expectations in the industry by selling over 1 million bottles of the drops in over 50 plus markets. Global markets, over 172 million bottles of Noni have been sold. We're the #1 compensation plan with evidence in the world. We are #2 in global momentum in our industry, and we have won so many awards. It's every reason, as Christy said, what's stopping you, right? Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4? The 1 is the person that is ready to buy retail. That's great. We love our retail customers. But maybe the 2 is the person that wants to become a wholesale customer so you can save money. And you get that by buying your membership, and you can get your wholesale pricing. But the person is #3 who wants to get on this health and wealth train and ride it with us. Do we have any #3s going into the chat? Or are you holding on for the 4? I have a feeling we've got a room of 4s here, Christy, because that's the person that wants to get on this health and wealth train and ride it big all the way to destination prosperity. You've heard Christy's story, how her life has so drastically changed, and her kids' lives too. All of her bubble, her parents, her dad. There's so many people that Christy Walsh has touched that their lives have so drastically changed. Likewise in my world as well. When I interview you 1 year from now, what will your story be? Will you be telling me how much better you feel, how great you're fitting into those new size 8 skinny jeans, or how great the trip to Maui was? What will your story be for me 1 year from now? An African proverb said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. But if you want to go fast and far, go with Partner Co. by Darren Zobrist, our founder. Live the dream of us. There's so many advantages. There's loaded with positive things about this company. Enrolling is easy. The person who invited you can certainly help you, or we can do it at the end of this call. Our next call is Tuesday, December 16th. Everybody is always welcome, and we always do the first and third Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific. Right now, I'd like to say a huge, huge thank you to Robin for being our superstar testimonial, for James Scott for being another superstar testimonial, and for Christy Walsh, our very special guest, and celebrating your CEO. Thank you so much. To the brand partners who supported the call tonight, we always love to see your friendly faces. More importantly, for the guests, this call is for you. That's what this call is all about, is to share this information. And to Layla, my beautiful co-host, thank you everybody for being on the call. I'm going to stop the recording and we can open it up for questions.